Maryland's legislative session wraps up 2 weeks from tonight, and lawmakers are racing to pass a final budget. The House Appropriations Committee says its budget proposal is complete, saying it will pull Maryland out of a projected $3 billion budget shortfall. But Republicans are skeptical of the plan.
This budget closes a structural deficit and leaves us with close to $400 million in cash surplus and $2 billion in rainy day fund reserves.
But when you look at the math, I don't see the math adding up. And this is a historic tax increase on the people of Maryland. It will be the highest tax increase that we've ever had.
Good evening, I'm Maxine Stryker. The latest proposal was on the agenda for tonight, but delegates are pushing that debate to tomorrow. Meanwhile, Fox 45 News is pushing for clarity surrounding what cuts will be included in the budget and what additional taxes and fees Marylanders can expect to pay. In a moment, Mackenzie Frost will take a look at how the blueprint for Maryland's future could impact the budget. Our team coverage, though, begins with Fox 45's Jeff Abel and the state's tax situation. Jeff.
Well, we are getting our first look tonight at the spending cuts inside the governor's proposed budget plan. But what he is calling cuts, many of his critics tonight are calling something else. In Annapolis tonight, lawmakers were getting their first glance at the governor's updated budget, and Delegate Kathy Szeliga is finding it difficult to digest.
But now that we're getting to really take a look at the budget, I can't find any cuts in there.
This is a product of days and weeks and months of partnership.
Last week, the governor, who's attempting to close a $3 billion budget deficit, promised deep cuts in state spending.
We've agreed on a framework that includes at least an additional $500 million in targeted cuts.
But what the governor describes as spending cuts, his critics insist, is nothing more than an illusion.
I mean, it feels to me, Jeff, like a game of three-card Monte. It feels like a real sleight of hand. These are not real cuts.
Among the spending cuts, which are now believed to be on the table, a freeze on 9.5% of state positions, which are currently vacant, skipping a deposit in the state's rainy day fund, shifting teacher retirement costs to local governments, moving $50 million in cash-funded capital projects to bonds, eliminating additional pension and retiree health payments, and deleting $100 million, which was mistakenly double budgeted for Medicaid.
So it's a lot of talk that sounds good, but when you look at the math, I don't see the math adding up. And I haven't seen them really take on an agency and downsize it or trim it or call for the agencies to hold the line or find 5% in savings. We haven't seen any of that.
The governor's budget also comes with a new round of proposed taxes and fees, doubling title and emissions fees on vehicles, imposing a 3% sales tax on data and IT services, and a 6% tax on vending.
And this is a historic tax increase on the people of Maryland. It will be the highest tax increase that we've ever had.
If the measure is eventually approved, delegates say Maryland will still be spending $1 billion more next year than it did this year.
We have a spending problem in Maryland, not a revenue problem. We need to address the spending problem that we have going on in Maryland. And all these things, when you don't have real cuts to the budget, are doing nothing but playing a shell game here. We're not actually addressing the real problem in the budget.
Well, delegates are expected to begin debating and likely amending this proposal on the House floor tomorrow morning. We're live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out Fox Baltimore on social media to find more stories like this.